Hi, Karen here, hypnotherapist and wellness coach. This time I was just going to talk about positive thinking. And obviously there's a lot of worries around at the moment. But if we allow our minds to spiral off, it will cause physical symptoms of anxiety, and that can actually go right the way, spiraling up into panic and panic attacks. So it's catching it as soon as you can when you're noticing that negative thought. For example, if you're thinking, worrying that you're going to lose your job, I mean, yes, that is something that is possible at the moment, but keeping yourself as calm as possible, keeping yourself in that relaxation response as much as possible is physically going to be better for you, and you're not allowing your mind to go spiraling off. So if you did have that thought, that worry, it's really good to write them down and then write it into the complete opposite of positive. That, for example, it might be, whatever happens, I'll be okay. So that you're seeing it, you're getting it out of your mind, you're writing it down, and your mind, your unconscious mind, is taking it on board, because our unconscious mind makes up 95 to 98% of our mind. It's enormous. So it's like a sat nav. So if we're continually putting in the same destination of worry and fear, then it will keep taking us to worry and fear. So when we start to take it to a place of, whatever happens, I'll be okay, being as calm as possible, then your unconscious mind does everything in its power to take you to that place instead. So it's very important to be putting those positive, calming thoughts into the sat nav, your unconscious mind. Plus, it's making a pathway in your brain if you keep thinking the same things over and over again. So you want to make a new pathway with the positive thinking. And yes, it's repetitive. You may have to do this over and over again. And it's good to choose a positive affirmation. And it's always very important, instead of saying, I am not anxious, because your unconscious just hears anxious, is to make sure it's in the positive tense, not I will be, because otherwise your mind will just be, oh, that's in the future. It's I am calm and relaxed, I am coping, I'm okay. It's things like that. And it's really helpful to put post-it notes on mirrors, or if you don't want them out, in a kitchen cupboard or your bathroom cabinet door, inside your mobile phone cover, whatever, to choose maybe another one, a couple of really powerful positive affirmations, and you just say them like a mantra over and over again to calm yourself down, using your abdominal breathing just to calm yourself down, taking hold of it so nothing is spiraling out. Because we want to just stay in that calm relaxation response, allowing our body to stay as healthy as possible, so that we're not causing the anxiety response, the stress response, to be playing havoc with all those anxiety and stressful hormones being pumped into our body. So write them down. You can just have a notebook, or some people like to journal, and it's a great way of dumping your thoughts down. If they're really negative, you can just tear them out and burn them safely, or recycle them, get them out of the house, or use your journal as a kind of diary and reflecting on what you are going through. And it's really good for some irrational negative thoughts, to actually write them down and ask yourself, is this true? Because often the way we feel about ourselves or the world around us from a point of view of having a low self-esteem is actually they're not true. And it's really good to write down proof. So it might be, I'm not good enough, as an example, and then writing down, is that true? And then writing the proof of, I've been told by somebody that I'm good at something, and start writing all the proof. And it just helps you to reflect on it and go, actually, no, it's not true. Often our beliefs are picked up from caregivers, parents, teachers, whoever has been around us, or television from when we're younger, and now sort of social media, where we're picking up believing we're not good enough, pretty enough, clever enough, or all those other things, those negative beliefs. And just realize that actually a lot, and majority of those beliefs weren't ours in the first place, that we picked them up or we believed what we were told, which is totally normal. But it's really important just to look at them and say, actually, have the awareness, it's not mine, or I don't want it anymore, I'm ready to change, and to be choosing what you want to change it with those positive affirmations, those positive beliefs, using them as those mantras to repeat to yourself. Just think of it like this. If you had a really good friend or someone you really cared about, would you be saying those things to them? And normally the response is no, I wouldn't say it to them. So why say it to ourselves? At this time, we need to be even more positive and loving and caring and putting our needs first so we can care for others. So be really kind to yourself. Be as positive as possible, just to keep yourself calm, keep your body calm, so that you can relax and try to, be in this moment as much as possible. Where things are forced on us, as my friend always says, if you're given lemons, make lemonade. And I really like that, because we're thrown these kind of things, situations, but make the most of them. So look after yourself. Take care.